What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you a quick little Ark video. Now, this one is some info on the latest Ark update, and I don't know if everyone actually saw on how big it was. I did this morning when I got up, because when I got up, it was still downloading it. 11 gigs, guys. They did an 11 gig update last night, or this morning, depending on where you are. But holy crap. Now, like always, you know, if anyone knows my videos, no, I did not, do the research on the hard facts of what they did. But I do know what they did, because I do go on the forums and everything else, and I try to go off of, like, I wouldn't say the majority, but there are certain times that, when the majority actually starts talking, the majority is kind of right. But anyways, lots of issues that were going on with lots of the Ark, and one of the issues was people coming into their Ark world, wherever you are, and for some reason you're like uber hungry, uber thirsty, and in some people's servers they would die almost instantly, which sucked. So that was one problem, and that looks like it got fixed, because I was one of those people who had that issue. Like, every single time I came into Ark, like, I was, like, dead thirsty. Like, dead thirsty, dead hungry, like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, holy crap. But, it's also graphical, but at the same time, with it being 11 gigs, it's pretty obvious what they did. And they've been talking about adding certain things, Arboration is supposed to be coming here soon. I don't think that was what they did. Just plays games. He's a YouTuber. He would know more about Arboration. I haven't really been checking up on it, because, I've been playing Ragnarok. I love Ragnarok. And I'm kind of waiting to see exactly what Arboration is going to turn into to really kind of care. Because it might just be one of those mini mods and or add-ons or whatever you want to call it, to the point where it might not be that interesting, at least for me. For other people, definitely keep an eye out, and, if I hear anything good, I'll definitely let you guys know, because, I try to give as much Ark advice as possible, whether it come to, building, boats, docks, fucking random shit, robot way back there, you know what I mean? But, literally, they've added more sections to the desert, so more of the desert's actually accessible now. That's something that people have been wanting for a very, very, very long time, since Ragnarok came out. So, I'll definitely be checking that out. How much more of it, I don't know. I'm hoping it's the rest, because, 11 gigs is a lot. So, that's dinos, that's new area. So, like, okay, let's see here. Yeah, I can't see it because of my damn gilly thing. Changelog? What do you mean? What's in the changelog? Or are you saying, like, it's changed? Like, what's changed? Is that what you're meaning? Because, pretty much, like, what's changed is, pretty much, they've added a few more dinos, at least in the section that had no dinos, because there was no section there at all, except blocked. But, more of the desert, so that should be more accessible than it was priorly before. So we should be able to actually access the desert, maybe even fully. I'm actually definitely be checking that one. But, they fixed up a lot of the clipping, a lot of the, I don't know if anyone else was having this issue. I was, and a few other people I know were having this issue. But as you were building, for some odd reason, it would clip in a very strange spot, and or not clip in a spot at all. That's one thing that they definitely were talking about fixing before this update came out. So that might be one of the things. But I'm definitely gonna be checking to see that. Matter of fact, actually, one way for me to do that is come over here to a section where I wasn't able to build anything. And, yeah, no. Because you'll find sections like this where you can't build anything, like, at all. It's kind of fucking weird. They still need to fix this. Like, I can't put anything anywhere. It's, like, weird. But, what's changed is the fact that, they have fixed that weird little bug that people were having to where they were starving to death. Like as soon as you get into your Ark, you're starving to death. Or thirst. Fucking crazy. And ridiculous. I hated it. They added the desert. more of the desert. I don't know if it's full desert, but definitely the desert. The fact that they've added more Ragnarok, the fact that they have done that, they've added more dinos, desert-specific dinos, like the golems and all of that. We have those. Not to mention, no, they already gave us that wyvern, I believe. I believe we already have the ice wyvern. I believe. But so far, with 11 gig update, which is whoa. So, I mean, when Wildcard does an update, they do an update. It ain't like oh hey, here's an update of about, I don't know, 100 MB or whatever you want to call it. No. And only time they do that is when they're adding dinos, or like literally adding a couple little fixes here and there. This was 11 gigs. 11 gigs. So it was graphical changes, it was better clipping, it was more dinos, it was better, what's the proper word for it? I don't want to say interactions with your dinos, but your dinos don't act as stupid in most parts. Well, see, that's the thing, because most people kind of get confused. When they update Ark, it's all of Ark that gets updated. It's not just like one section of Ark. It's not like when they do an update, it's only Ragnarok, or only Scorched, or only, you know, as you said, vanilla Ark. No, it's actually all of them. Like in Scorched Earth, the actual add-on. There's fixes and everything else, so any of the fixes in the desert that happened in Ragnarok are in Scorched. You know what I mean? So, like, anything that happens with foresty areas or mountainy areas that are similar to all the other arcs are all affected the same way. So, like, if one prior time before, like, months on and build on a mountain, but yet we can now, that was because one of the updates that they did way back ago. And that allowed us to start building and, you know, adding certain things. Now, when it comes to all the arcs, they've all been updated. They've all have had dinos added. They have all had the clippings fixed. They've all had the weird little bugs and twitches and glitches all, I can't say all fixed, but the ones that they had on their list, which they have a list, like I actually saw it, I took a quick view of it, but it was a pretty decent sized list, especially seeing that they did 11 gigs. Like, holy God. I think, no, I don't want to say that's the biggest one they've done so far, because I don't remember, the last two, I don't know how big they were. I didn't get to catch them before they got fully downloaded. But, pretty much, this video was just kind of give you guys a heads up of, yeah, it's 11 gigs. It's going to take some time, and if you really want to know what it did, just go to the desert area. I mean, like, you'll be pretty stoked. I mean, I was pretty stoked. I mean, I'm going to go check to see if the rest of it is, like, fully done, because, I mean, last time I was on, I only went to a certain section. Now I'm hoping it goes beyond that, because I actually want to build in the desert. That's one of the places I really want to build. But, last piece of advice, if anyone wants, like, the full-out, like, list, and I mean long list of everything they did, down to the T. There's one YouTuber, I usually always watch him before I do this, but I have to go to work here soon. But, he always does a really good review of any updates when it comes to Ark. And he is Jade Plays Games. He's British. He's on YouTube. He's a really good informer. He has lots of information. And actually, I know he has information on arboration, because I've actually heard him talk about it. I just didn't get too far into the video about arboration, because I kind of didn't really care, to be honest. I'm waiting to see what it will be and when it will get released. Then I'll actually see if it's going to be worth even thinking about playing on. But that's it for this video. You know, I just wanted to be quick, not 10 minutes, but, you know, hey, it happens. It's better than the last time when it came out to be like 20-something minutes, and I was just talking randomly. But, yeah, like, not to mention, I mean, come on now. I mean, everything does look better. Like, yesterday when I was playing, it had some bad clips, like, bad. I mean, the water, the ground, everything I was building, it just had, like, this weird, like, tinge and just, like, clipness to it. It just sucked. It was horrible. But, hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me from the next one. Later, guys.